Alright, this is construction number 5, and this is called a parallelogram. A parallelogram has 4 sides with just a single property, with some other interesting properties as a result of the single property. Key property: the opposite sides are parallel lines. The opposite sides form parallel lines. So what that means for you is, if I drew these lines out and went forever in each direction, these opposite sides are going to be parallel. They're never going to touch. And similarly, if I drew out these other sides, like this one and this one, this one and this one, if I drew these out forever in both directions, those would also be parallel because they're opposite of each other on opposite sides. They're never going to touch. So a parallelogram has 4 sides and the opposite ones are parallel. Here's the steps. Go ahead and pause the video and copy those down. Okay, now that you've copied those down, let's actually construct this thingy. So the goal is to construct a parallelogram. Here's where we start. Place the needle of the compass at B and adjust the width so the needle's at C. Don't force the compass open. Spin it with a circle like this. And notice I'm holding the side with the needle. Hold the needle side of the compass. Okay, be careful. You want to get it as exact as possible. So spend some time adjusting it to find the perfect width from the corner from B all the way to C. Alright, so I'm settling in there. That looks like good. Without changing the width, don't let it slip. Place the compass at A, right up here, and draw an arc to the right, like this. This one goes pretty fast. That's our first arc. And let me make these points more clear. That's going to be A, B, and C. Okay, we did step 2, we did step... Alright, now we need to do step 3. Place the needle of the compass at B and adjust the width so the needle's at A. Don't force it. Spin the circle if you have to, but don't break these, please. You can also push the pencil in towards the compass a little bit to help. Having some trouble on this one. Remember to spend some time here. Be careful. You want it exact as possible. The exact length. Okay, here we go. I got it. BA. Don't let it slip. Without changing the width, place the compass at C. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw an arc above so that it meets the first arc. With the paper, you get a better arc that way. Okay, so that's going to be point D. We have A, B, C, D. So we can now draw our parallelogram. We can connect A to D, and we can connect C also to D. This is a 4-sided figure. This thing is perfectly parallel, meaning this side and the opposite side are never going to touch, even if they kept drawing them out forever. And then this side and the other side of this 4-sided shape parallel. Now you get to try it. Pause the video, try it on this one. Unpause when you are ready. So I'm going to call this A, B, and C. Alright, let's see how you did. So, step 1, place the needle at B and open it up so that this one's pretty big. Open it up so the needle's at B and the pencil's at C. Be as careful as you can. Take a minute to carefully get that was pretty fast, but you want to get this perfect length because you're going to copy the length up here. Place the needle at A and draw an arc. It can be a big arc if you want. That's fine. Then what you do is you put the needle of the compass at B and copy the other side. Adjust the width. Capture that width from A to B, a little bit bigger. Okay. Once you get it perfectly the same width, don't let it slip. Jump over to C, draw an arc. ABCD is my parallelogram. So I can connect these two sides, and I can connect C and D. So the most common mistake I see on this one is, so there's the parallelogram. A common mistake I see on this one is a student's compass slips. So the end result of the parallelogram, it looks something like this. So if your parallelogram looks like this, that means you have slippage. So no slippage, please. If your parallelogram looks like that, you did something wrong. Again, these sides should be parallel. They're never going to touch. This little wrong shape, if you like drew these lines out, eventually they would touch somewhere. So that's why it's bad.